Hi, welcome back to Spirit-Seer Tarot. I'm glad that you could come. I've been away for a little bit. I had a wonderful opportunity to go visit family way up north, a long way from Mexico City anyway. But um, I've Spirit's been all over me to give a message, and I want to keep up. And thank you for all you subscribers and new ones at that. I'm just so glad that you came along and I've got stuff to tell you, because if you're here, you're supposed to be here. Thank you so much. Let me get started. Okay. Um, this has been a really, August has been just a real month of change or decision makings and stuff for me anyway. And I think anybody that follows me, pretty much Spirit kind of tells me that they're here because it's a message for them. So if you're new, please punch a like and subscribe. I sure would appreciate it. And comment on anything that resonates with you. Please comment and let me know. I try to answer them. If I see that you commented, oh boy, I'm gonna tell you what I thought or what else I got to tell you. Okay, so it's worth your while to comment. Okay, now let's get started. Uh, I got a coffee cup reading. I haven't done one in a little bit, and Spirit was just all over me. Do a coffee cup reading. Um, then also, what's happening is that, it's a full moon this week on the 27th and 28th, depending on where you are in the world. All my Canadian listeners, eh, all you way up there and all the way south to the Columbia, and yeah, wherever you are. You're supposed to be here. This is a message for you. I can't tell you exactly which day where you're at, depending on where you're at. If it's the 27th or the 28th, that a full moon eclipse is going to happen. Well, what's that all about? A full moon is, of course, about um, everything comes. I always say it like this: whatever was in the dark, it comes to light. And everybody say, "Oh my God, it's a full moon." Things happen really rapidly. Well, with the lunar eclipse happening at the same time, what kind of happens is this: is that um, it's accelerated, it's magnified when you start talking about the moon. It's really everything, your emotions and so forth, motions, feelings are heightened and out in the open. They're there. It's a wonderful time to manifest or to harvest whatever's been you've been working on. It kind of happens when it's a full moon, but an eclipse means it's magnified. It don't come along very often. So let's get on into the reading. Okay, the full moon is actually in Pisces, which makes it a little more, how would you say, intuitive, mysterious. Hmm, I'd like to almost say right now, spiritually, you're into you. Um, all of us have a real self, deep inside of us. If we really listen to I say that quiet voice, but it's really you. We're just in these bodies and wonderful, wonderful things to be in, and where you can touch and feel things and experience. And we kind of choose to be in our bodies, I guess. But what you really are, your spirit, and um, you're, you're conscious. Have you ever been uh, take a dreamt dreaming and you're looking at yourself and things around you? Well, that's why, because I really truly believe that you are a spirit, and that's what the moon is trying to tell you. Moon is right now, you know, it's all your emotions, it's your consciousness, your subconscious, and working with you uh, to show you things. Well, these cards and so forth are just tools to kind of make you remember. So let's get started here. I did a coffee cup reading, like I said, and I know, I've heard it. You've commented before, but I'm going to ask anyway. Tell me if you see the same thing I'm seeing. Okay, I'm going to show you some stuff. This is a beautiful cup. I mean, I meditated and prayed over it, drunk the coffee, put my intent. My intent was, to give anybody that's listening a message. This is a message from Spirit to you. Okay, here you go. Uh, hmm, I'm gonna look at it again. When you actually start recording live, what it is that Spirit works with you. Whatever comes out comes out. But I did look at it before, so for time purposes and to make sure my stuff was working. So here you go. Um, mm, mm, mm. Well, usually I start at the top, but I'm gonna look at the bottom. That looks like a ladybug to me, or better yet, a bee. Bees are all about, look at it. Can you see that? See down there at the bottom? It's a big bee. Let me turn it around. Oh boy. That's a bee to me. Got wings, and I don't know why, it's just a bee to me. That's what I kept looking at. I said, well, bees are good. They're busy, they're rapid, they have, how would you say, they're busy, they work and magically, how would you say, their work is fruitful. You know, you things are coming to you. All that work and stuff that you've been working on is happening. That's what that's telling me, that you've been really working at something. As we move up, and it's going to be fruitful. That's what it's telling me. Um, right in the middle, I don't know if you can see that good because it is little, but I see angels, angels and butterflies. Angels and butterflies. Spirit tell me angels and butterflies, angels and butterflies. Well, angels are about protection. You're protected. Whatever you've been working on, don't worry about it because you're protected. Your guides and angels and everything else is looking for you. Okay, they're they're they just got their arms and everything around you. So just know that you're protected while you're trying to do that. Butterflies to me is a good omen. It's good luck, and it's also, um, how would you say, hmm, transformation, change, new beginnings, off with the old and on with the new. That's what that's kind of telling me. Now, up at the top, and this thing gonna be that long. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Okay. Uh-huh. The angels and everything keep pointing up to the top, and right at the top is, if you can see that. Let me see if I can show it to you. Hmm. Right, right, right there. I see. You ever seen one of these New Year babies? The New Year babies, and all over the top of it is fireworks. I see some fireworks up right there at the top. Bam, bam, bam. The fireworks are up there at the top, and guess what's happening? Uh, it's over a champagne glass. So I don't know why. I want to use that as a timeline. Oh, look at that angel there. Beautiful. Um, but it's a timeline. I think from now until New Year's, you're going to be working a little bit, working on whatever that project is, thing that you've been trying to do is happening for you. Don't worry about it. Angels and everything is working. It's going to work out. It's going to be really good. Don't worry about it. Just keep on working. Keep on working. Be that busy bee down there. And then right in the middle again, I told you the angels and the butterflies are saying, oh, keep going. Keep going, keep going. We got your back, got your front. They're just marching right in front. And they angels also bring messages. They're bringing, telling you right along, just keep going, keep going. They're your guides. I find them, like I would say, your spiritual guides and ancestors. Oh, thank you, kind spirit. It's like, mm, people around you that passed on and so forth, that just trying to help you do whatever this is that you've been working so hard to do. It's coming up, okay? Now, right at the very top there, if you can look at that, if you can't see that, you're blind. Can you see that star there? I am blind. Okay, that star right there. Well, I want to go so far as to say, because of the New Year's baby and all that fireworks, it leads right to the stars, shooting to the stars. Stars represent success. It means that it's going to work out. It's whatever you're working on is going to be very successful. And it's a timeline because of the new year. Between now and New Year's, whatever you're working on is going to work out just fine. Like Ike and Tina said, everything it's going to work out. Everything's going to work out fine. That's what I feel right here in this cup. That's a good reading there. Woo. Thank you, kind spirit. You remember, if any of this resonates with you, please punch a like and tell me you like it, or not only punch and like, but if you really liked it, subscribe to keep my channel going. It really would help me out. All I need it for is basically to make me keep going. Just give me a reason and I'll do it. It's bad enough spirits all over me. It makes me do it anyway. Then, guess what? I did. I've been, this whole time I was kind of like on a vacation. My daughter family got married, and I was just, kind of walking around heaven all day saying, just come on, let me guide through, let me get through this airport and TSA and on and on and on, which I didn't want to do, but I did it anyway. I just kept going because Spirit told me to do it. Well, it turned out really well. I got to see everybody and success. But what I noticed when I got back, I just kept seeing 111. Now, believe it or not, it's coming up on this eclipse and a full moon in Pisces. I said, well, what is this 111? So I pulled the angel card 111, and what was happening is that I've been trying to get 100 views, like on just any one video, just 100 views, because I never broke 100. But what happened was, I said, okay, let me see if I can get 100 views, but I kept seeing 111. I saw, I've been doggone it, I went to sleep and I saw 1. Then I saw 101. Then I went, 1, that's 11. 11 is halfway there or better. But 111 came up, boom, just like that, and stayed there for a couple of days. Just a little bit past that now. Point is that the numbers been, I looked around, where I live at, I live in 102. 101 is right across the hall, and I used to live there. Bottom line is, the point is, this number's just been sticking with us. It's a message for that. I'm just going to read this to you, what 111 is about, and why it's so important right now when this moon eclipse is because 1 is about new beginnings. And full moon is about everything happening. It's about you starting, letting go of old stuff and starting something new. I like to put it like this. How about this? Thank you guys. Come on, help me now. Off with the old and on with the new. That's what's supposed to be happening there. When it's full moons like it is, everything is just wide open. It's looking at you in your face. You can't get around it, and it's magnified. If you're trying to do something, it's the time to do it. This is the time to start manifesting. Do it. But you got to let that old stuff go. If you haven't let it go, it's going to look you dead in the face, and you have no choice but to face it. So a lot of people right now, and people that are listening to me particularly, I feel like that. Um, you can't get around it. You got to make these decisions real quick because let it go. If it's not serving you well, this is the time to, hey, got to let you go. Uh, it's a time that you're kind of, how would you say, you're looking, reflecting, you reflecting things have happened, and you done tried this and tried that. It doesn't work. There's no need in going back. This is the time, especially when it's eclipse and the moon is like it is, especially in Pisces. Come on now. You know what you gotta let go. So just go ahead and let it go. Because this is the time for you to new beginnings. Like I say, off with the old and on with the new. But here, let me just read this card to you. Uh, Again, it's about intuition. Um, 111. That's what I keep saying, or his spirit keep telling me. You already know what you gotta let go. It ain't no need no holding on to it. You just feel it. It's almost like premonition. That ain't right. This shit ain't gonna work. So just let it go. That's what the 101's trying to tell you. Self-realization. You're growing spiritually. That's what Pisces is all about. And intuition, you're growing that real self, real you inside. You know that you're more than this body and all the trials and tribulations that you've been through. This card is telling you 111. Look at this. Um, that you don't need to go through that anymore. Whenever you want to let it go, you need to. You can let it go. You know it. You know you got to do it. You just well go ahead and let it go. Okay, but it says clarity. You're seeing things. Clear movement. It's time to move it on. Taking action, unconditional love. You can't. When you're giving something, why somebody out there, when you're giving something, don't be giving things to people and you don't mean it, or you expecting something back. Just give with your heart. Anything else, don't worry about it. Just don't give it. I don't know who that is out there. That's for somebody out there. Don't give it. You don't want to give it. And if somebody's not serving you well, again, let it go. You don't have to be mean about it or anything like that. It's not like that. But what it is that the situation that some of you are in, somebody out there, you know it ain't going nowhere. Why you just keep on messing with it? Let it go, let it go. Okay? Because new beginnings are coming. Butterflies and trans butterflies, angels, helping whatever you're working on. Don't let nobody stop you. Just keep going. Oh, come on. Thank you. Time to implement. This is what the card says. Time to implement long cherished ideas. You're on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust, trust in the process. The bee. Okay. Now let me tell you what else I did. I did a moon reading um, hmm, because of the new moon, the full moon and eclipse. Okay, here we go. This is what it's saying that's moving away from you. It's a time together and uh, it's a time to give rather than take. Okay, it's a new moon in Virgo. Hmm. Well, this is what we were just talking about with the 111. Uh, you know that giving isn't necessarily in that true sense, like uh, rather than to receive. It says a time to give rather than take. Okay. Well, when you're taking a whole lot of stuff and you're not getting anything, you're not giving anything, but it's a time to give. And when I say give, what I mean to me, it's like this is the way the Spirit's giving it to me. It's just you're really giving them a blessing if you let them go. Whoever this is, let that situation go. That's giving. You're giving. Surrender isn't necessarily failure or taking something or leaving something. Surrender is about letting the situation do itself. That's giving to me. Giving to yourself. Surrender, and invite in the new. That's what this is all about. It's the new moon. New moons are all about intentions, setting intentions. How you're giving yourself. Sounds, I don't know why I'm changing this around but this is what I'm saying. You need to give to yourself. Don't just, don't just keep taking stuff from other people, situations. It's all together different from what this card actually is saying. But that's what the Spirit's giving it to me. And that's going behind you. This is what you need to let go. Okay. Now, this is what the moon in this situation is trying to tell you. Okay. It happens to be a full moon in Pisces, just like what we're talking about, and where the moon is on the 27th and 28th. Okay. Balance and spirituality and practicality. See there? Okay. Well, reason why I'm saying this, the reason why this card is saying the way I'm going to interpret it is just what it says. In other words, it's a time to really look inside. This card here is telling you to really kind of look at your situation. And if you haven't done it, you should have done it. Because now it's a time. Just balance these things and you're going to move forward real quick, especially because of the eclipse. It's a full moon in Spirit, full moon in Pisces, okay? So it's about intuition. In other words, you know all this stuff. It's just magnified, magnificently. It's a time for manifestation, time to reap your harvest. Spirit's good. Spirit's good. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. The energy is just heavy for it's kind of it's just there. You got to go ahead and move forward. Now, this last card here is what's coming. It happens to be a full moon eclipse. That's exactly where we're at. And do you see what it says? Conclusions are within reach. In other words, this stuff is coming to a head, right? Real soon, okay? Whatever you've been struggling with and working on, the cup is saying, this new stuff that you're working on I want to say it like this, ain't nobody's business. Because the cup is telling you, you got angels and everything to guide you. Heaven around you, angels around you. Walking up that King's Highway, I don't know why that song just comes to me about this. Just keep on walking. Walking up that King's Highway. Hey, there you go. This is what it's telling. Angels to guide you. Ain't nothing bother you. Just keep on going because it's a celebration coming. I've seen that New Year's baby. But even better here, this card here is saying conclusions are within reach. This is the period. Conclude all that old stuff. You're done with it. Off with the old and on with the new is what I'm trying to tell you. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I ain't going to just keep going. I could go on and on and on, whatever Spirit's going to tell me. But I sure would appreciate it if you gave me a like. And how about subscribing? I sure would like it. Thank you for visiting with me, and Spirit-Seer, I appreciate you. Hey, God bless, and if there's anything I can pray or meditate on for you, hey, leave me a comment, let me know, or just think about me. Thoughts are things. We are co-creators. It is prayer. All right. Hey, bless you, and hey, happy full moon. How about that? And whoever this is, New Year's is looking good for all of us. Bye-bye.